Yo, how's everybody doing today? It's your boy, Airboy, and hold on a second, I forgot to do something. Forgot to turn off my fan, sorry about that. But anyway, I'm FanBoyAaron, welcome back to another FanBoyAaron review, and this time I'm going to be taking a look at the NECA Ultimate Jungle Hunter Predator. Now, as always, before we take a look at the figure, we'll take a look at the box. So here it is, here's the box. Nice little image there of Predator, very reminiscent of the old movie. Predator, Jungle Hunter, that is the character. Predator, it is a NECA figure, real toys! At the bottom, there's not much there to look at. The sides, not much to look at. Top, not much to look at. But the back, you got some product shots of the Predator and everything he comes with. And you even have a little bio. I'm going to raise the camera and read it. It says, deep in the Central American jungle, the Predator is hunting humans for sport armed with his plasma caster, wrist blades, and cloaking technology. The Predator methodically stalks and kills the opponents he deems worthy. The Jungle Hunter Predator collects the skulls and spines of his victims as trophies, and his skins... Collects the skulls and spines of his victims as trophies and skins his prey, leaving bodies hanging from the trees. When a special forces team is dispatched on a rescue mission, they soon become the Predator's prey. That's pretty much the whole plot of the movie. So there you go. And of course, with the majority of Ultimate figures from NECA, the front part of the box can open up. And it would show the figure inside the box, as well as this very lovely photo of the figure. And I love Ultimate NECA figures. I absolutely love these things, especially for Alien and Predator. Now, let's get back to Predator. Now, the Jungle Hunter isn't my favorite Predator character. That particular honor goes to Scarface from the Concrete Jungle video game, and he's not the strongest Predator character in the movies. I believe that particular honor goes to Wolf from Aliens vs. Predator Requiem. However, neither Wolf nor Scarface would exist were it not for this guy, the Jungle Hunter, the original Predator. The 1980s action thriller horror sci-fi that is Predator. If you've never seen that movie, do yourself a favor and watch it. Easily one of the best science fiction films you'll ever see, especially from the 80s, and one of Arnold Schwarzenegger's best work. Two of his most iconic lines are in that movie. I'm not gonna spoil it. Well, I'll do one. Get to the chopper. Anyway, let's get in here close so we can take a look at all that beautiful, beautiful detail. Now, prior to usual with NECA figures, they are very, very detailed and covered in nice, glossy-looking paint. Except for the hand. The hands look like realistic skin on the camera. But yeah, there's lots of nice molded detail and paint all throughout this guy. I mean, it's not perfect. There are some areas that are kind of messed up, like here on his claws, on his toes. And maybe it's a little too glossy, but it is in a jungle, so maybe he's sweating a lot. Maybe that's what all that glossy paint is meant to represent. Getting close here, we can look at that mask. The original Predator mask. So iconic. Like, even people who haven't seen the movie, if you show them just the mask, they could probably tell you what movie it's from. You see lots of nice molded mechanical detail on his armor and wrist gauntlets. Now, before we get into the before we get into the accessories, let's talk articulation. The head is on a ball joint. We can look that far down. You can look that far up. You can rotate all the way around. As you can see, he's wearing a couple of his accessories already. He's got little necklaces and trophy belts around him. The arms, this arm is a little limited due to the shoulder armor. We can go up about that high. There is rotation right there in this little hose. I do recommend being careful when posing this arm because that little hose, it could snap. And there's double jointed elbows, which is nice. And on this wrist gauntlet, this panel can open up, revealing the buttons for the wrist bomb he activates in the movie. You can actually see the little red symbols. That's a nice touch. I mean, it's not painted perfectly, but still very nice touch. There is rotation here at the arm, but again, on this arm, you want to be careful of that because there's a hose attachment. The wrist can move down, up, and it can also, it can rotate. The other arm, you do get a little bit more outward movement with the elbow due to the less armor on it. And you got the same double jointed elbow rotation here at the forearm. This part of the gauntlet doesn't open up, however the blades do extend. And that's a nice little feature I absolutely like. I love the extending wrist blades. Alright, legs can go forward about that far and go back about that far. They can spread about that far. He's got double jointed knee, which is very nice. No rotation. Well, there's a little rotation at the thigh. That's always nice. The foot can bend down a little bit. You can bend up a little bit. And you get some slight ankle tilt. So yeah, not the most posable, but even still, you can get some pretty decent poses out of this guy. Now, he comes with quite a few accessories, actually. I'm going to stand him up over here. Go over each of his accessories. He comes with a separate head without the mask. It doesn't look too bad. I don't think they got the pattern quite right, but overall, it's not a bad looking Predator head. I do like how that turned out. And it's very easy to swap. It's attached via ball joint. You just gotta pull that one loose. You see, it's a stick ball joint, so you just gotta plug the hole in. The stick, like so. In some cases with these NECA figures, it's a little tight. So yeah, there you go. That's how that looks. I didn't quite get it on there. Again, it can be a little tight, so you might have to force it sometime. But me personally, I prefer the mask head. Now, I would go with the other head if it wasn't for one little problem I have. That being this separate mask accessory. When I saw this in the package, I thought it attached to the maskless head. I was like, okay, I'll just use these two parts instead of using the one where they're both put together and stuck that way. That way, if I want to display them without the mask, I could just pop it right off. However, the mask isn't quite big enough to fit on his head. I have tried numerous times to get the mask to fit on, but it just will not work. These are not meant to fit together, which is unfortunate because I would have loved to have that option. Real shame. Let's see. The other accessories he has is these two open hands. So if we want to swap out his closed fist for his open hands, you totally can. I'm not going to do them both, but I will do one just to show it off. I'm going to do the other hand because I don't want to risk breaking the wrist blade. Pop up there. Oh, there we go. Swapping out hands and heads aren't easy with these NECA figures. It does take a little bit of force, but it is doable. So there you go. If you want them to have an open hand, you can totally do that. And looking at it now, yeah, I should have done the other hand because now I got to swap it back to properly show off the next accessory that this guy comes with. Come on, get back in there. There we go. He comes with two skulls. One that's just the skull and one that has the spine attached to it. Now, I've tried, but I can't find anywhere where you can, like, hang this one. So, really, you just set it to the side or whatever. This one, however, is meant to be held in his fist. You just gotta pull his hand open a little bit and wedge it in there. I might have to do this off camera because I can't quite get it. Aha, there we go. So you can have him holding the head with the spine if you want. It's a nice little display option. I don't think I'm going to use it, but it's nice to have that option. Now, what I'm going to use for displaying him are the next accessories I'm going to show off. The plasma caster. Very iconic weapon. As you can see, lots of nice mechanical detail all throughout this thing. It's done, if I can get the camera to focus. There we go. It's done in a kind of dirty silver-ish color. And it attaches to the back fairly easy. You just gotta move his trophy belt out of the way a little bit. There are little holes right there. And there's one somewhere right there, and oh, there, and there, that are meant for various clip points on the plasma caster. Takes a little doing, but you can just pop it into place. I might have to do this off camera too, so just, oh, nope, maybe not. Come on. Okay, just gotta squeeze it up. Squeeze it. Yeah, you know, I gotta do this off camera. Hold on. Do I got it? I'm trying to be careful because I don't want to accidentally break it. That is a problem with these NECA figures. Smaller parts like to break. I think that's about as good as I'm going to get it. Alright, it's mostly held in there by friction, if anything. But yeah, you can totally hook up the plasma caster to his back if you apply just a little bit of force. Just not too much, though, because you don't want to risk breaking the damn thing. Again, that's my only major issue with NECA figures that come with accessories. Smaller ones do tend to break if too much force is applied. Anyway, the last accessory he comes with is this little blast effect part for his plasma caster, which just plugs right into the gun barrel right there like so. Now, as you can see, the problem with mine is that the hinge here at the base of the plasma caster doesn't like to hold up. I'll probably have to fix that up with either a little bit of glue or floor polish, but if you can get it to work, I mean, having him displayed shooting his cannon, that's pretty cool. That's probably how I'll end up displaying him once I fix the plasma caster. But even without the blast effect part, it still looks pretty cool. Let me just move his accessories out of the way so we can wrap up this review. With some size comparisons. He's pretty tall, so I gotta move him back a little bit to fit them all on screen. Focus. Alright, there we go. For comparison, here he is with the first NECA Predator I reviewed. the Predator, the Fugitive Predator. And, yeah, design-wise, I do like this one better, but character-wise, the Jungle Hunter is the better character. I mean, it's pretty hard to beat the OG. I mean, in terms of design, you can beat the OG, but personality-wise, yeah, if these two got into a fight, I think he would probably win it. I have other Predator figures I can show off, but I haven't reviewed them yet, so I'm not going to do that. Instead, just here he is next to a Transformer, Blue Streak. And here he is next to a Lego minifigure. To give you a sense of scale there. Alright. Now, as he stands, he is approximately 7.5, 8 inches, a little under 8 inches. And at the time of release, he was about $25 to $30, and I don't know how long ago he was released, but I do know around the time of this recording, he is going for around the same price. Now, do I recommend picking him up, and is he worth that price? Yes, I do recommend picking him up. I do think he is worth the price. If you can find it, get it. Now, again, due to the parts on him that are easy to break and need slight adjustments, it is not meant for kids. I will say that this figure is targeted more for adult collectors like myself. So yeah, if you're going to get it, don't get it for a kid. Get it as a display piece, for which it serves very, very well for that purpose. I think it looks great on the shelf. It looks great just sitting on the table. If you can find this guy for $30 or less, grab it. He is well worth your time, especially if you're a big fan of Predator. Anyway, this has been the NECA Ultimate Jungle Hunter Predator review. And if you enjoyed this review, hit that like button, leave a nice comment, and enjoy the rest of your day. And I will catch you all next time. Bye-bye.